Of course, Harley.
There's Harley.
There's Harley. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome Disney friends to the WDW Parkhoppers Live. It's Tuesday, July, what is today, the 18th?
19th? 19th?
It's the 18th. It's still the 18th.
Oh.
So, very glad you're here, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch our show. If you don't know who we are WDW Parkhoppers. You can find out more about us at wdwparkhoppers.com. And you can find us like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at WDW Parkhoppers. And we already got Jamie in the house. David is in the house. Parkhopper Sid.
Hi.
2 weeks in a row. I'm so excited.
I'm trying to stay married.
So good. Thank you guys for being here.
And my little Mickey wine glass.
That's right. And I'm not Mickey friendly, but I'm showing my love for old school barnacles.
We try.
Yeah, well, we do what we can. Hey, did something happen
this week?
Something happened this weekend?
I don't know. I saw a lot of stuff. I saw pictures and costumes.
The Disney Parks podcast had a meetup.
Yeah, that was good.
If you weren't there, you missed something. But
the lines. I saw pictures of these crazy lines and people sleeping on the sidewalk.
No. That was for, wasn't that for the Flight of the Banshee over at Avatar Land?
It was either that or the new iPhone. No, that wasn't
iPhone
it.
doesn't come out for a while.
I know what it was.
The brand new Disney Bucket List book came out?
You mean that Disney Bucket List?
See what we did there? A little winky dink.
No, that line was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
What?
D23.
D23 Expo 2017 is in the books. Holy cow. If you went, please leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to find out your opinion of what happened. Get your info on how the lines were. I heard the lines were horrendous. I won't even go into when we went a couple years ago, or I guess 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Well, I want to see your pictures.
Yeah.
I would love to see the cosplay. I'd love to see who you got pictures with.
Right.
And there were just so many amazing people there and just amazing things to see and buy and experience. It just, I cannot wait to go back.
Yep, and we're going to, let me bum this back from you real quick. We're going to have a very special contest at the end related to some of the things that came out at D23. If you don't know what this is the Disney Bucket List. You can find, you can get a copy of this from wdwparkhoppers.com. You can click on the link right there. You can also find it on Amazon. But if you order it from WDW Parkhoppers, you can get it autographed by me. It's 100 ways that you can discover even more magic at the Magic Kingdom. We're getting ready to start working on...
Well, you've been working on the next book.
Yeah, I've been working on the next book, which is going to be Epcot. We're also going to be updating the Magic Kingdom books. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of stuff coming out. We'll let you know about the contest rules shortly. But we have to get into the news. We've got several things we're going to talk about. Hopefully we'll kind of burn through them fairly quickly because I think that there's been so much coverage of all of these things that I just wanted to kind of get our opinions and then get your opinions because you're the community. You're the reason why we do this. So we wanted to get your say on how you think everything went this weekend. So let's go ahead and get started. Sarah is very excitedly pimping her Disney by the Numbers Boba Fett t-shirt.
And you see I brought the collection out because 2 huge announcements made about Star Wars in relationship to the parks and in relationship to what they're doing to enhance our experience as park goers. Right. So what was the first one, John?
Well, the first big announcement, Bob Chapek from Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. I have to stop saying Walt Disney World. From Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, gave us, not only on Thursday night did they premiere the new model for the prospective land that we were calling Star Wars Land. The next day, on Saturday, they gave us the official name. It's going to be called Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge.
So we can't call it Star Wars Land anymore?
I'm going to always call it Star Wars Land. So a lot of information came out of there. So they're going to have 2 attractions.
Yes. So the first attraction is going to make you feel like you're on a Star Destroyer. It's going to be built to scale. It's inside a hangar bay. It's huge. That's all I know.
That's right. Taking a the lead from our president is going to be huge. So that was the first announcement. And then the second announcement of the two attractions
yes,
that they are going to have was they're going to have a Millennium Falcon ride, where very similar to the concept of Mission Space, where you're in a capsule and you're part of a team and everybody has a specific job. You're going to be a part of a team piloting the Millennium Falcon. Somebody's going to pilot, somebody's going to co-pilot, somebody's going to shoot. Pew, 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 pew. Somebody's going to do nav computers. Somebody's going to make grilled cheese sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I don't know what the other people are going to do on the ride. But that's going to be fun. And they say there's going to be an interactive component.
Well, and it seems that it's going to be almost more like a game, because you're going to get points and you're going to have points taken away if you get banged up.
Right.
And so the results could be a little different each time you ride it, which is a nice component.
Right, absolutely. I don't know exactly how they're planning on doing this credits thing, because if you do a really good job, you may find you have more credits in your account, or if you bring the Millennium Falcon, like Sid said, a little dinged up, they're going to take some credits away. And you can
not just take credits away. You could get yourself on the bounty hunters to find list. I'm not sure, but this is not, I don't know if you can see, I don't want to see that face coming after me. That's all I have to say.
No, they actually have a new character that they're introducing named Hanso?
Harko.
Harko? Harko. I thought he said Harpo, and I was like, great. So Harko's going to be one of the new bounty hunters, and not only are you going to be able to see BB-8, not only are you going to be able to see members of the First Order, you're probably going to see some Jedis maybe walking around. Chewbacca, Kylo Ren. You're also going to see one of my personal favorites from Star Wars Rebels, Hondo. You're actually going to see Hondo in the flesh, so to speak. So I'm very excited about that. So,
and of course, with a new land, things are going to end in a gift shop.
Right.
They're going to have trinkets. They're going to have things to pass around. There's going to be blue milk and other food inspired from the movies.
Right.
So
in the cantina, they're going to have that.
Of
That's
course,
going to be pretty cool.
I'm kind of excited for the cantina.
I am too. I hope they don't do it cheesy. Did you hear who the DJ is going to be in the cantina?
It's not you, right?
No, it's not me. Although I can spin the grooves, wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Do you remember
Records? Yes, baby. I'm that old too.
The original Star Tours Adventures. Do you remember the robot that actually drove us around? You remember his name? Captain Rex.
Okay.
Remember Captain Rex? He's going to be spinning the discs and playing the hits. He's going to be our DJ in the cantina. I thought that was great. I thought that was a nice nod to the original. So the question, I have a couple questions about this.
Before we go any further, Michael, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
I have a couple questions. The great thing for Walt Disney World and Hollywood Studios is they're attaching this land very close to Star Tours Part 2, I guess. So we'll be able to have Star Tours, the Millennium Falcon attraction, then we'll have the whatever Star Destroyer attraction, and then we'll have cantina, shops, and it's going to be a place where we can go in and very similar to what I'm thinking what they have over in Diagon Alley at Universal, have little hallways and places. I know.
Did you say the U word?
I know. I said that place that shall not be named. But you're going to have a lot of opportunities, not just for riding the rides. We're going to be able to kind of get hidden away and find little nooks and crannies. But the thing is they're building it so it just makes sense. You've got Star Tours and you'll have the attractions and stuff. I'm wondering what they're going to do at Disneyland, because they're building Star Wars Land on the other side of the park, and Star Tours is located in Tomorrow World.
Well, Disneyland is kind of constricted by the space that they have. If you go back, you look at the history. Why do we have Disney World? Why was Walt so secretive about buying the land, et cetera, et cetera? They're landlocked. They are surrounded by gas stations and hotels and freeways and everything. So I think they're going to do the best that they can.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see how it works out at both parks.
I can't wait. Disneyland's going to open first. In summertime, they're thinking of 2019. And then right after that, and then right after that, we'll get our Star Wars Land.
Star Wars Land.
after that. So we don't know what we don't know. But we do know for sure that they're going to have all the lands open in time for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World in 2021. So that's good news.
Great. Just don't rush.
Yeah, no rush.
Although
Yeah.
there is a piece of me that kind of wishes every once in a while that maybe Disney would kind of go knock on the door of the truck of the contractor working down at that place down the street from us here in Florida, because they seem to just get stuff up quickly and well done, and it looks badass. And yeah, quickly would be the key word.
Quickly would be nice.
So, well, wait. Now there's another ride coming. There's a couple more rides coming, but there's another ride coming.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do that next, or you want to do the next Star Wars and keep Star Wars things together?
Oh, okay, Star Wars.
Okay, so that was the one announcement in the continuing of announcements that were the worst kept secrets
Ever.
At D23. The rumored hotel resort Star Wars theme is actually happening. We're getting a Star Wars themed hotel. We're getting 400 rooms of a completely immersive experience where for 3 days, at around $1,000 per person for 3 days, you're going to be able to spend the night inside of the hotel that's going to whisk you up into the outer reaches of the galaxy. You're going to be completely immersed in the Star Wars world. You're going to be able to wear the outfits. You're going to be able to go on adventures. Your rooms are going to allow you to look into space. It's going to be a complete 360-degree, 24/7, 3 days experience.
How weird is that going to be when you try to go to the pool?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I don't know any more about that other than what the press announcement said, but it's very exciting. So no windows. You're just going to be able to look out into space, and then you're going to be able to probably have direct access to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Star Wars Land.
Yeah, Star Wars Land.
See, the only thing that I've really heard about this is all of my friends that run. So I do a lot of the Run Disney races as well as a lot of the races in the state and, well, out of the state. So
right.
I know, don't look like a runner. Don't judge it till you try it. But that everybody that does Dark Side out here, it's one of the races. There's a 5K, 10K, and a half marathon. They're very excited to book their room so they can have this full Star Wars experience. So if you're one of those people, I would love to hear from you. Do you think it's worth it to you, or are you good with the value resorts? You can spend more money at the parks. Right. What do you think? So
I'm excited by the idea, and I'm a little concerned because
we have one person thinking, nice, very pricey.
Yeah. The concern that I have is, as a local, a lot of the times we like to go to resorts and just hang out and maybe have a meal or hang out in the lounge. With this resort being a completely immersive experience, are we going to be able to do that? Or is it only going to be for people who are staying in the hotel? That's one of those questions that I ask, and I would like to know the answer to that.
I'm sure Disney is working on that.
I'm sure they are, but we'll see. Now, here's the big, obvious question, and it's a loaded question because we're married, but would you spend $1,000 per person for a 3-day experience at Disney?
Would you be there?
Yeah, so that means would you spend $2,000 for us to stay 3 nights at the Disney Resort?
If it's what you wanted to do, baby, I would move heaven and earth to make it happen for you.
That's a lot of money. That's at least 2 cruises. I mean, that's...
I don't know about 2 cruises. That's like a quarter of a Disney cruise.
That's a quarter of a Disney cruise. It's 2 cruises if you're okay with not going on Disney cruises.
True.
To which there's a lot of really great places that you can go to. But
now, we're making these jokes. We love Disney, obviously. Obviously, Disney gets our money.
Right. And we've been on several cruises with Disney.
We would still love to try the resort, check it out. But we do know that there's a lot of other places that people can stay when they come to Orlando, depending on the experience you're looking for. If it's worth it to you, if you have that kind of income, great. When you go, send us pictures.
That's right. Michael makes a great comment. You got to love a Disney show where the co-host enjoys a glass of wine. Well, I appreciate that, but you have no idea what's in this glass. So,
hey, this is my Disney cocktail.
That's right. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. All right, so let's move on. So you started to go down this road, so go ahead.
All right, I started down this road because this is the ride I'm kind of excited about and a little apprehensive about. So they announced there is a new ride coming into Hollywood Studios, and it is going to be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I'm thinking, oh, well, it's going to be a roller coaster because it's a runaway railway. And maybe they're taking out the goofy barnstormer or putting something in like that. No. This will be coming to Hollywood Studios. It is actually going to, unfortunately, replace one of my favorites. It's replacing A Great Movie Ride. And it's an experience where you get to come in and it's like you are going through the screen to go into Mickey and Minnie's world, which sounds very cool. The more I think about it, there is an old Disney cartoon, and I think it was called Mickey Through the Looking Glass. And I kind of wonder if it's going to be anything like that, or are we just entering the experience of more like the Roger Rabbit world of going behind the scenes inside of a cartoon.
Right.
Yes.
It's a fascinating thought. Because it's a trackless ride system, they'll be able to do some really cool things. But I was like you, I was thinking Runaway Railroad. Okay, so we're probably going to go fast, but Railway. I don't know if that ride's going to be able to house a faster ride.
It is a very large building.
Sure.
There's a lot they could do with it.
Right.
They're promising some great special effects. There's going to be surprises around each turns, transformations right before your eyes. So I think they're really going to take that space and do some amazing things to it.
Yeah. And
at the same time, I really want to get you one of those dancing can girls from the musical scenes to just like put outside the house at Christmas with a hat on.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay.
One of our comments is, I think it's a great interactive ride. I think that it will be a great interactive ride, but personally not a big fan of the newer style of Mickey cartoons. And that's the thing. I love that they're doing new Mickey cartoons. I'm not really a super huge fan of the style, but if the converse is we don't get new Mickey cartoons, I'm happy with what I get because the cartoons aren't horrible. Harley, we don't want your opinion, buddy.
He likes the new Mickey cartoons.
Yeah, he's a beagle. What can you say? So I don't know if this attraction is going to be in that style, but I'm excited about it. I'm more concerned, honestly.
You're concerned?
Yeah, the thing I'm most concerned about is One Man's Dream happening in Hollywood Studios, and that they've taken out the movie and they keep putting in clips for whatever the next big blockbuster is. I would have loved to see, and I would still love for them to make some type of announcement saying that, maybe the queue area for this new attraction is going to be, Walt focused. Because I'm just concerned that the further we get away from Walt's passing, we seem to be losing more and more of Walt Disney at Walt Disney World.
You just gave me a thought.
What?
I wonder if the queue could also be when we used to go through One Man's Dream, and they've taken a lot of that out.
Right.
Those items would be perfect into the queue for this because you're talking about making the movies, making the cartoons, and how that works.
Right.
David, to address your question, David has asked if we think they'll get rid of the facade of the Chinese theater.
Nope.
I would highly doubt it.
The press release said that they were not. They've got so much money invested in the nighttime projection shows. Mm-hmm. They need that big facade, and plus it's iconic. Now that they've taken the hat out, it really kind of is the weenie of the entire opening. What else would they have? What's the other weenie in the park?
So the weenie that was announced, for anyone who doesn't know, a weenie is the icon of the park. So for the Magic Kingdom, it's the castle. And for Epcot, it's the ball. And for Animal Kingdom, it's the tree. So for the longest time, the weenie was the magician's hat that sat out front in front of the Chinese theater.
Right.
When everyone knew that was changing, and this is, again, runner geek, down the arm of the shirts that we get when we run the races has the weenies of the parks that each race actually goes through. So if you run the marathon, your shirt has the weenies of all 4 parks. And last year or 2 years ago, the weenie was the water tower.
Right. Didn't they take the water tower out?
I don't know anymore.
I
can't even keep track.
I'm not up on my water tower, but I want to say they took the water tower out not too long ago. So, all that being said, I do know for a fact they're not taking the facade out. But
that would be a horrible thing to remove anyway. Plus, if you're going behind the scenes of a movie, why would you take out the facade of one of the most famous movie theaters in the world?
Right. That really does have a connection to. A quick trivia that does have a very close connection to Walt Disney. Mm-hmm. Do you know what that connection is?
Do you mean the theater in L.A.?
California. That
yes.
was the premiere for
Snow White, wasn't it?
And the Seven Dwarfs. Good call.
Absolutely.
Good job, baby.
I hate it when he tests me like this because I always fail.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I heard that there were 2 new rides. Two coming into Epcot. Why don't you tell me about those?
Yes, worst kept secrets again. Fans of Ellen's Energy Adventure, go ahead and get your rides in quickly because in August it's going away because they're going to replace that with the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. They just refurbished the Guardians, the Tower of Terror in Disneyland to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. The rumor was we were going to get a roller coaster. They have not announced what type of attraction it's going to be, but it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy themed. To the 1 or 2 pictures that they released, it looked like Ellen's Energy Adventure on the front. They're refurbishing at least the facade of the building. The whole idea of the ride is before Star-Lord left Earth when he was a child, he came to Epcot, and there will be pictures of a young Peter Quill in front of Spaceship Earth. They did put that piece of artwork out there, and I thought it was awesome. So we don't know what type of ride it's going to be. We don't know what it's going to entail, other than it's going to involve Guardians of the Galaxy. And while they're doing that, they're completely refurbishing all of Future World, which is great. They're going to be adding some things, going to be taking some things away, upgrading some things. We don't know exactly what yet. I suspect that during the D23 Destination D event that's happening this fall, Disney will probably make some more announcements, or wait until a future D23 Expo as we get closer to Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. Then they'll probably make the big announcements. They
did announce that some of the movies that are in the different lands, I believe the China movie is actually going to be refilmed and redone. So it's going to be upgraded a little bit, and it's going to be modernized. Right. And there's other items inside of different areas of Epcot that they're definitely going to bring into at least today's time. As you know, as much as we would like Epcot to be Epcot, I don't think it's ever going to be what Walt had originally designed it to be or desired it to be.
Right.
So, no. Okay, before I ask the other question, because I heard a little rumor, tell about the second ride.
Second ride is going to be from Disneyland Paris. We're getting the Ratatouille attraction, and they're going to place it inside of the France Pavilion. They're not going to have to do any demolition. They're going to they've figured out a way they can put the ride in. It'll be behind the scene. It'll be off stage, and so the entrance will not affect any of the on stage part of France right now. But the basic gist of it is we're going to be able to shrink down into little Remy size. We're going to be able to scurry through and try to avoid getting trapped or caught or fall into any of the food at Gastos. So that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I was very excited for Disneyland Paris. I'm equally excited that we're going to get our copy here.
Absolutely. Now, I heard a rumor about Epcot that there is going to be some retheming that, hearkening back to the World's Fair when Epcot was originally presented. Mm-hmm. That there's something about a Stark Expo tie-in? Is that correct?
That's a rumor. That's
all right.
A rumor. Nobody said anything about that. The artwork that they released showing the Future World concept didn't have any major signage on it.
We kept hearing about this. We got all excited. This is Parkhopper pillow talk.
Maybe not every secret that we're hearing coming out about Disney in the next 5 years is true, but I mean that'd be kind of cool if they were doing that. All right, so what's coming to the Magic Kingdom? Again, worst kept secret in history.
Are you talking about the new? No, that's restaurants coming to Epcot, right?
Right.
Okay, so we have a new restaurant coming into Epcot. It's going to be space themed.
Right.
The gondolas.
No, we'll get to the gondolas in a minute.
I don't know. You're going to have to tell me.
The new ride coming to the Magic Kingdom is Tron. It's the roller coaster from Shanghai Disney. Supposedly they're going to close down the Speedway, but the artwork that we saw didn't necessarily mean they were closing down the Speedway because it looked like the Speedway was still there. So we don't know what we don't know. And the next question is, what are they going to do with the train? Because it looks like the train is going to go right through there, which is weird. So we're going to get a version of the Tron Light Cycle Run that's going to come to Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. They think that ride will again be available and ready by the 50th anniversary 2021. So that's exciting. We're going to have the Tron Light Cycle Run roller coaster experience right next to Space Mountain, another great roller coaster experience. So
absolutely,
that's kind of nice. So then you really stop and think about it. The Magic Kingdom will have Space Mountain, Tron, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Big Thunder Mountain, and that's it, right? No other roller coasters there, right? Those are the three. Yeah, that's it.
You got the
yeah, it's not a roller coaster.
Oh, yes.
So
He doesn't like
cool.
Splash Mountain. He doesn't count it.
Yeah, I don't count that either. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to get that.
And we're really sorry for anyone we just offended who likes Splash Mountain.
I have nothing against Splash Mountain. By the way, did you hear? So Whoopi Goldberg was recently made a Disney legend. Did you hear about this?
I heard.
Did you hear what she immediately did in a press conference?
I think I actually told you.
Did you?
So, yes. So Whoopi Goldberg called for Disney to stop trying to hide its past and to re-release Song of the South. So for anyone who doesn't know, Song of the South was, when did that come out? 64, 69?
60 something, yeah, the 60s, early 60s.
It was very well done movie combining live action and cartoons and having them interact. And unfortunately, because of the time that it was done in and some of the subject matter, now when it's looked at, it's felt to be a little racist. Some people may say a lot racist, but Whoopi Goldberg is one of those people. And you know what? I don't always agree with her politics. I don't always agree with anybody's politics. I don't agree with his. But
Rarely.
I think for someone to come forward and say that you can't learn from your past or your history unless you accept that that was your past and your history and continue to learn about it, I think that was amazing, and I was very excited that she did that. And so I hope that Disney listens to that and doesn't just continue to hide what they used to do, because it was actually, for its time, it was groundbreaking. So
yeah, outside of some of the racial overtones, it was a great movie. Plus, it had possibly one of the greatest songs in the 60s to come out of a Disney movie, Zippity Doo-Dah, which for the longest time was like one of the signature pieces for Disney. And then when they shelved it, started really hiding it, it went from Zippity Doo-Dah to When You Wish Upon a Star.
true.
So it's kind of neat. I think it's fascinating.
I think Zippity Doo-Dah, like When You Wish Upon a Star, is a lullaby. Zippity Doo-Dah is what you sing as you're bouncing out of the house in the morning, getting ready to attack your day. So
yeah, I
they both
remember
have a place.
They re-released Song of the South in the mid-'70s, and I remember watching it several times in the movie theater. I just loved it. I thought it was great. But I was too young to know some of the subtleties about it. I just was really in love with Uncle Remus and the stories, and Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and all those things. Anyway, so...
He's just a softie.
Yeah.
See, Harley liked it too because it had rabbits and things for him to chase.
So we kind of mentioned a little bit, there's a new restaurant coming into Epcot near Mission Space. It's going to be space themed. You're going to be able to sit and look out the windows in space. That's going to be awesome. Larry, very excited about that. Anytime there's a new restaurant, new dining experience, they're probably going to have a killer lounge. I'm all for that. They also just announced today, they did make an announcement, but Disney put it out in a little bit more information that Mission Space is getting refurbed a little bit. They're going to have a little bit more exciting, a little bit more modern version for the orange experience, which is the full-on centrifuge experience, and then the green experience, which is the no spinny, no pukey version of the ride. They're going to update that too.
No
so
pukey. You
that
can
whole
quote
area,
us on that.
I really hope that they keep Lieutenant Dan as the vocal piece for that.
That would be great. I love him.
He did a great job when they did this back in the day, and I hope they keep him there. But you can tell how long.
And we're talking about the actor, not the character.
Yeah. I haven't ridden that ride in 10 years. Easy. I just.
All right, we are starting to get to the end where we wind down because we always promise you we'll try to keep it around 30 minutes.
Yep. So
now, quick
hits.
Okay, quick hits. Some things that came out also that there's the Disney Skyliner, which this is what we're calling the gondolas. And I'm sorry.
We're calling it the gondola.
I'm sorry. We saw a couple of different broadcasts about it, and some people kept saying gondola, and it just tickled me to death. So these are gondolas. We've actually already seen the construction beginning for these because we do live in the area. And so, again, worst kept secrets.
Yep.
So they had some more artwork. They had some renderings of what they're going to look like and some more information on where they're going to travel to. So definitely look for this. This is going to be sort of a sky ride, but it goes outside of the parks. So look for more information on that.
Yep.
And then the other one?
Yeah, at Disney, one of the reasons they did the gondola ride is they're trying to alleviate some of the street traffic. And they know that the answer is not more buses. So the gondolas are basically going to be a great way for guests from Art of Animation and Caribbean Beach and Pop Century, as well as a couple of the.
There looked like there was one down near ESPN or something.
Yeah. That's kind of the return hub. But anyway, there's a couple more resorts that are going to be able to utilize this, as well as Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So the cool thing is, not only are they doing that, but this literally started Monday. They made the announcement over the weekend, and it started Monday. They're doing Minivans, which is an Uber-style service, basically.
Wait, Minivans?
Yeah, they're Minnie Mouse themed. They're red cars or white dots, or black cars or red
They
dots.
are. No, they're red. Okay, so my normal day job, don't tell anybody I have one, is actually down near Disney Springs. And so I'm driving home from work yesterday, I think, and this car comes up next to me, and it was, holy cow, big red, not quite a minivan, almost like a Cooper style, sort of small SUV style, red car, big white polka dots, Minnie Mouse outline on the driver's door. And I'm like, that is awesome. That is so adorable. I actually at a red light took a picture of it, and then it hit me. These must be the new minivans.
Right. So basically, we're not sure 100%. I'm assuming that you can probably order them through concierge or Bell Services or somewhere.
The idea is they take you from your resort to anywhere on property, and I believe it's $20 a ride. So if it's just you, it might feel a little pricey. If you're splitting it with 4 or 5 people, works out very well.
Right.
And so this is Disney's answer to Uber. Now, Uber is still allowed on Disney property technically.
For now.
Technically. But this is Disney, A, getting a piece of that market, and B, offering something that they, when people say, I don't know about background checks, I don't know about this, I don't know about, where are they coming from, where are they taking me to? These are Disney employees. They are tracked. So, yeah, it could be something interesting to try.
So there's never been a Disney employee that was arrested for anything. So, that's exciting. It's good to see the fleet out on the roads.
It is.
And it's going to be great. So $20, park to park, park to resort, resort to park, park
only on
or
Disney
resort
property.
To Disney Springs. Anywhere on Disney property you can go. Now, you're not going to be able to. This is very important. You're not going to be able to go to Walmart. You're not going to be able to go off property. You're not going to be able to go anywhere other than from a Disney location. This isn't going to take you to the airport. Yeah, a Disney location to a Disney location. If you want to go to the airport, Magical Express is your only option from Disney. So you're still probably going to need a taxi if you want to make a food run, or if you want to go shopping at the outlet malls, or Uber or Lyft, whatever your ride sharing platform of choice is. But it's great that Disney's starting to think a little bit more personable. It's not just, hey, let's get on a sweaty bus.
Well, this is a nice alternative to the buses, because it takes you from your point A to your point B.
Right.
You're not going on their schedule. You're not going on their route. So.
Right, and they're still doing the burst. I can't remember the name. They're still doing the buses, the express buses from park to resorts that you can do for the day. You pay your day rate, and then they go pick you up at the back side of the park, and then they take you to the resorts and stuff. And that's park to resort, resort to park. But you're on their schedule. This is another way that they're doing that. So that bus service is still going on, from what I understand. All right. So,
well, one thing, Michael, thank you for the note. Yes. So one thing we forgot to mention was that the gondolas are going to be, they're not all going to be the same look. So they're going to have multiple different looks, and Michael actually saw one for the Doom Buggy.
Yeah.
So, we're very excited to see the different ones that are going to be out there. I do wonder if there's going to become that favorite, like people always, had their favorite color of monorail or their favorite this or that. So
You know it.
Oh, absolutely. All right.
I'm looking forward to the Stitch one personally, if they ever have one. They don't have a Stitch.
Maybe they'll have a Lilo. It'll be red with the leaves. All right. So John, I think that we need to give away a Disney bucket list book.
Absolutely, we need to give one away. We'll
How
sign
would you
it.
like to do that?
What we're going to do is we're going to ask you to leave us a comment of your most excited announcement from D23. Yeah, whatever you're most excited about. It could be parks, it could be movies, it could be merchandise, whatever the
It
announcement
could be
was.
who won the costume contest.
Right. Whatever the announcement was, leave a comment there and then share this video with your timeline. We're trying to get the word out. We're trying to get more people to build the community here at WDW Parkhoppers here on Facebook. And for that, I will gladly send you a signed copy of the Disney Bucket List book. Now, trust me, it's a great book. It's $15 on Amazon. It will make your next vacation even more magical. I guarantee it. So that's all I have to do. Give me a comment about what your favorite D23 announcement was and share this video. And I will announce the winner, or we will announce the winner next week. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern time here on Facebook.com/WDW Parkhoppers.
I laugh at that because every Tuesday, or I'm sorry, I guess I shouldn't say that. Every time we record, it's, am I going to make it home from the real world to be a part of my Disney World?
Right.
So
we appreciate you guys watching and taking time out of your busy schedules to check us out and spend some time, a little bit of magical time with us. Appreciate you being here as always. Thanks, baby.
Thanks.
If you want to find out more about us, you can find us over at WDWParkhoppers.com. We're getting ready to start a really cool giveaway with our partners from Pixie Vacations, and that's going to start on the 21st, so later on this week, and I think we're going to do it for 3 weeks, and that's all I can officially tell you right now, but it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
It's going to be really, really good. We're giving away a Disney...
Wait. I thought you said what you said was all you could say.
Well, I forgot that I said this last week.
See, this is what you get with a podcast of married people.
We're doing a Disney blank card with blank dollars in it, and it's not like 50 or 75 or 10 or so. It's good. It's not $500, Harley.
Our dog is so excited.
He doesn't understand counting, guys. It's just crazy. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Make sure that you visit our website. Check out the DisneyParksPodcast.com. We'll have our new podcast up tomorrow. We've got a really cool, Tony and I are going to pick apart the Disney movies. We threatened to start a new podcast, the Disney Movies Podcast.
I'm never going to see
It's not going to happen, but we're going to talk about that on Patreon. No, we're going to talk about that on Friday. I think that's on Friday.
I need to get you notes.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're keeping them too long. So, Michael, thank you so much. We love that you love the show. And Stephanie, thank you. We're so glad you watched. Thank you very much. I'm Parkhopper Sid. This is Parkhopper John. And we are WDW Parkhoppers. 4 parks, 1 world, and everything in between. Yes, I've been practicing.
Good job, baby.
Thank you.
High five.